Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video, and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey family. Happy Sunday. This is Darlene. I am sitting here working on some bracelets and I'm going to be using the 1.5 millimeter cord. I figured since I'm sitting here, this is a 1.5 millimeter. Since I'm sitting here and this is for members, I'm thinking I'm going to just start being on video sometime for members. And this is what I am making. So I'm making some of these bracelets, and I'm using some of the beads from here to make charms. So I'm using a bunch of 25 millimeter hand painted wood beads, and I'm mixing them with these beads right here. I think these are like stone beads or something. I think that's what these are. But anyway, I'm using those, and then this is what we're coming up with. So since the beads are so big, I'm just using a 1.5 millimeter cord. And here's a bunch of the beads that we got in here. And I'm going to just match them up the best that I can and then see what we come up with. That's all there is. There ain't no more. Hope everybody is having a really good day. A minute ago, I cooked some shrimp and I made the shrimp like kind of stir fried it with onions and bell peppers. And I put some some cayenne pepper in the mix. And for some reason, the cayenne pepper be having me choking. Like after I cook with it, and I'm still coughing just a little bit, so I might have to air everything out. Oh, these are a couple of the charms I'm going to be using, and I made these using those beads. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to start with. I don't know what I'm gonna match. I got these yellow ones. I do like these, and these are some of the leftover ones. I did make a bunch of the bracelets before, and I put those on the fair in my fair store, and those sold out like really good. And I figured since I have more of these beads, I am going to just make more of the bracelets and then put them on fair. So for this one, I think I'm gonna just go with like all the polka dots, and we'll see how this turns out. Just match or whatever we can match, and then see what it comes out looking like. And guess what? If it don't look like what we gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and change it up, but it should come out pretty good. So let's see what we got. And then we got our 1.5 millimeter cord. Let's start with this bead. I've always thought this was a pretty bead, and this was hand painted. All these were hand painted. 25 millimeter unfinished wood beads, and the link to these wood beads should be in the description down there. And I'm gonna just go ahead and match these beads with the beads that are in this bowl, and then that's all we're gonna do. And then we're gonna keep it moving, and then I will put these meaning these bracelets, in my fair store, and I will probably do them maybe like four bracelets to a case. And you can see that already looks pretty just like that. And it don't take a whole lot to make a bracelet. Somebody has sent me an email. They were asking about, because many times I will talk about pictures, how I take pictures of my product, and I sell those pictures on different websites like Getty Images and iStock, and different websites like that. And people, they sent me somebody sent me an email and was asking about it, how to do it and all this good stuff. And I think I've given the website out a couple of times for people to just go on and just do the research. All you have to do is take really nice pictures of your product, really good pictures. I think they have to be 4,000 by 4,000 pixels, and they have to be um, JPEG, not PNG, but JPEG. So they don't be taking the PNG. They only take the JPEG. And I think I had mentioned that a couple of times in more than one video. And I think sometimes what happens is people like want me to do the work for them, and I can't do that. I think if I'm sharing the information, that's already pretty, right? If I'm sharing the information and I'm saying, hey, well, go here or go there, and then this is the website, you just got to go to the website. It wasn't anybody in the membership area. It was, somebody else. And sometimes I just be like, I don't think people be listening. These are really pretty. Look at that. I don't think people really be listening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I think I'm gonna put one more big bead. I don't know if people be listening or not, or what the thing is. And I'm like, well, I can't tell you what to do. I just gave you the website, and I generally sometimes don't even answer emails back. Like if I've only already given the answer to different things and answers people's questions in videos and things, I don't be answering all them emails back. There be so many emails coming through there, you guys would be surprised. And a lot of times it'll be sometimes it'll be people critiquing. Well, I don't know why you did the video this way, or I don't know why you did it that way. Well, why would you tie it that way, or why would you? I'll be more to say, you know what, people, do it your way. Just do it your way, and life will be good. But I don't answer emails like that back. I don't have time for that stuff. It's only like if people are asking questions and the question makes sense, um, I will I will answer them. And then this is the thing too, though. When I'm videotaping for the membership, I'm not cutting nothing out. So um, I'm not cutting none of this out. So when texts come through, calls come through, y'all gonna probably be hearing some phone calls. I'll just let them know, hey, I'm doing a video. You gotta call me back. I'm not doing all that editing and stuff. And then this one is a text from my friend Carmen. So Carmen is an author, and she's doing well. She facilitates a lot of workshops, and she works a lot with reentry citizens. Reentry in the sense of individuals who have been incarcerated and they're newly home. So I've been working on some plans and workbooks and stuff for her. So she was telling me right now she's out doing some clothes shopping because she has a workshop coming up Wednesday the 16th, I think. So she was telling me that now. She's gonna give me a call later, and she wants to talk about the workbook. This is really pretty. Look at that. I really like the way these look. So I'm gonna do as many of these as I possibly can with all these beads I got left, and I do got some more behind me in these jars. And I'm going to be putting these in fair on my fairs in my fair store. So with this one, I think I'm going to use this charm. And do I got some jump rings? And I do need to make some more jump rings too. So I figure with the membership part, like when I feel, because y'all just gonna be sitting up in here with me, like how I be looking when I'm up in here making stuff, and it's just a casual day, it's a calm day, it's an easy day. I went to service, I came back home. I took all my cute clothes off and put my dirty sweatshirt on, and I got my stretch pants on. And after I finish with the video, I'm gonna probably jump on my bike and do my 40 minutes. But y'all just gonna get some of the rawness up in here, okay? I ain't doing all that. I don't want to do a whole bunch of editing and stuff, just to and I figure with the member part, you guys should get a little bit more behind the scenes and me being more active in the video and all that kind of stuff, okay? So we're gonna work on it and see how it works out. And then I'm gonna use this one. I like the way this one came out, so. And I am using the 1.5 millimeter cord, the stretch cord, for these with the bigger beads, because the smaller beads have a really big hole, and then of course the 25 millimeter has big holes. So that's just pretty. That is a beautiful bracelet. So these are gonna be, I think I might, look at that. Gorgeous, right? Just pretty. And I think I'm gonna sell these maybe like cases of 4. Did I say that? Like maybe cases of 4. And then when I sell them on fair in cases, like if I'm gonna put 4, maybe 4, I might even do 6 because I do have a whole lot of these 25 millimeter beads left over here, right? I could maybe do 6 to a case. I mean, 4 is an easy number. So if I do 4, just in case it's a new buyer and they're not familiar with the quality of my product, they don't have to buy a whole lot. They can just buy a case of 4 and basically try the product out. If they like the product, they can buy more. So I just do 4, and what will happen is it's whatever the price per piece. So if I got 4 bracelets in a case, whatever the charge is, if I say $22 wholesale, it's $22 per piece. So 22, 22, 22, and 22. That's what they would be paying. $22 per bracelet is what they would pay. And then usually on fair, on the dashboard, I was looking at this because I got a silent text come in. Usually on the in the dashboard, when you set the prices, if none of you guys are on fair, in the dashboard, whatever you set the price for per item, the fair system will automatically generate it to the right to say it'll double the price. So if I'm paying 20, if I put 22 for wholesale price, fair automatically says the retail price is 44. But they can charge whatever their market would pay. So if I'm saying $22 per bracelet for wholesale, and fair is saying 44, manufactured suggested price is 44, right? That's not me suggesting that. That's fair suggesting that. However, it depends on the buyer's market. So if they have a clientele where a clientele will pay them $65 per bracelet, then by all means charge $65 per bracelet, right? It's just where they have these little measures and stuff all set up. But anyway, these will probably be 4 to a case, and I'm gonna go ahead and make some more of these. So that's what we're gonna be. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Okay. So I'm gonna make some of these. I'm gonna go ahead and see what else we got. I had to go get a stretch cord yesterday too. I was in Joann's and just to go get cord. All I needed was some stretch cord, and I needed it like right now, today, yesterday. So when I went in, of course, the first thing I do is be looking at the beads and see what's in the area for the beads. And they didn't have nothing. They basically had the same beads. I wanted to ask them, why don't you guys ever change these beads up? Because this don't make no sense when all you're doing is the same beads over and over, over and over. And then I'll be wondering too, though, are they the same beads and nobody are buying those beads because it's the same exact beads all the time, right? And I wanted to ask, well, do you guys even sell any of these beads? Because it's really like the same beads all the time. So I literally have to drive all the way across town going westbound to out by the beach park to Point Loma to buy. If I buy something at Joann's, I got to go way out there. Let's use some of these other pretty beads too. I like these right here too. Those are real pretty. So we might go ahead and use those and then mix these with, I like to call these my vintage gold. So we'll mix it with these. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's do this. I'm going to start with one of these pretty beads. And I was just like, wow. Or even Hobby Lobby. The last time I went to Hobby Lobby, they was like sold out on everything. They didn't have nothing, but they did have a sale. I think it was 60% off maybe. And I was like, okay, that's why they don't have nothing. And I do kind of respect that they're not open on Sundays. I don't like that they're not open on Sundays, but I do respect that they shut down on the Lord's Day. So, but I'd be like, I wanted to ease over there and y'all closed on a Sunday, but then I say, okay, well, I gotta respect it. Can't be mad at you. And then we just gonna mix these See what we get with these colors. Try to do some prettiness. And tomorrow's already Monday. Anybody work tomorrow? Because I work tomorrow, and I'm just like, it's already Monday. It's already Monday. I was saying in one of my other videos that a friend of mine retired, and she was saying, I'm just all Japanese. She retired, and she was saying even before she retired, she was saying that she was going to do a whole lot of traveling and stuff, right? And she had called me yesterday, and she said, "Girl, got my tickets." I said, "Your tickets to where?" And she said, "Well, I told you when I retired, I was just going to do a whole bunch of traveling." I said, "You did say that too, didn't you?" And she said, "Yeah, I wasn't lying about that." She said, "If I can get up every morning for 30 something years faithfully and do a job for these people," she said, "I can get up faithfully and go travel and enjoy my life." And I was like, "You right about that. It only makes sense, right?" So she said, she called me yesterday and said she got her tickets and stuff. She's going on a couple of cruises. That's pretty. I like the way that looks. She's going on a couple of cruises and stuff. And I said, "Well, good for you. Good for you. You deserve it. You done worked a really long time all your life. You done took care of your babies and you got grandkids." And that was one thing she said. She said, "I'm not going to be sitting at home and taking care of another batch of kids." I was just like, ooh, wait. She meant that too. Because she got grandkids. And she said, "Nah, I'm not doing that." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm putting 7 on each one. I like the way these came. I really like the way these look with the mixture of the beads like that, and then just using some of the beads to make the charms. And, I like to make a lot of knots, and this is that 1.5 millimeter cord. So I'm going to do one, two times. A lot of times I'll do 3, and then this is this one. We'll cut this extra off, pull that through, and then I'll double it somewhere. And right here, it got doubled with this, and it don't look bad. What'll happen is 2, 4, 6 is 7 beads. But what will happen? Yeah, and that still don't look bad. It don't look bad at all. And then I could leave it like this, as long as the concept is the same. Where did I put my jump rings? Got a jump ring here. I do need to make some of these bigger jump rings, so if you can see that. And then I'm going to use this bead right here because it'll match really well. And then we'll just put it maybe right here. And I'm only putting 1 charm per bracelet. Do that like that. And see, these will be 4 to a case. So I really like the way the beads, making charms out of the beads to make the bracelets look real pretty like that. So I'm gonna just do them in cases of 4. And that's the idea too. Like when a new buyer buys, they don't have to buy a whole lot. You can always set the minimum and I set the minimum. What do I set the minimum at? I think the minimum for my store, the initial buy is the initial purchase is $150, and then to reorder is $200. And the reason why I said it like that, the minimum order for a first time buyer at $150, I do that because people are not familiar with the product. So if I set it at a fairly low but decent type price, they can get a nice amount of items and they can test the items out, see if they like them and all that good stuff. And then when they reorder, they have to pay more. And then I was thinking I was kind of skiing walking through the website, the fair.com website, and I was just looking how a lot of other vendors have it priced to where the reorders are a lot more expensive. Some people got the initial buy at like $100, but then to reorder it's like 500, 600, 700, and things like that. And I was like, that makes sense, especially if you got a lot of product on your store. And I was saying that I need to be more consistent about keeping the product in the store because it does sell out, right? So I need to be more diligent about keeping product in the store so that there's product always in there so that the buyers can always buy. I sell to colleges, I sell to people in France, I sell to people in Chicago, people in North Carolina, people just like all over the place, and you would be surprised who buys off of Fair. I saw it was a commercial for Fair, and I don't have television, so it had to have been on either Instagram or YouTube, and it was showing the lady, and her store was just full of kind of everything, but it was a ad for Fair, like how you can keep your store, inventory, filled with items from Fair. So that's the whole thing, just keeping the store, for me, keeping my store full of product and stuff. And I do got to get more diligent about doing that. But anyway, I'm going to make some more of these so that I can, I got a nice bag here. I was going to hang out with you guys a little bit longer, but this video is like 21 minutes. If you want the videos to be longer with me in the videos, let me know. And then I'll make the videos longer with me, just like doing the whole everything. So all these beads right here, and then I got other beads over here. Um, that would be a long video, but if you want the video that long in the membership area, let me know, and I'll do that. And then I'm even thinking that sometime for the membership area, I'm gonna just start going live. And y'all might catch me looking any old kind of way up in here, okay? Because we hanging out, we doing what we doing, is us, and that's all there is. There ain't no more. But anyway, Darlene, not for Jerry by BD. Can't guess what? We'll talk.